SuperFast Max Drain Cleaner? It is, because normally you see it in bottles, right? You see it in a liquid form, but in the summertime that can't ship in a liquid form. So what Professor Amos did for us, because he knew we didn't want to be without it, is he put it into a crystallized form. Yes. And now that it's crystallized, it is so concentrated that you're able to either clear, and I mean clear your drain 16 times, or if you want to do maintenance on the drain, 32 times just with this. 32 applications if you want to do the maintenance, 16 clogs completely cleaned for a price of $29.99. I wanted to show you just in front of me just how many applications that you are going to get here, because it's pretty impressive when you see it there. Look at that. It is so simple to use. It is my favorite thing. I have this in my cabinet because I just don't have a lot of room. For me, the liquid process it's just bigger. I don't want to have bigger. I want to have better, and this is bigger and better and concentrated. And frankly, for 16 clogs for $1 and something, I can clear a clog in minutes. This is the product that you want. We have sold millions of our SuperFast Max Drain Cleaner. Yes. And you're about to see why.
My dad, Professor Amos, has been at HSN since 2003. That's going on 19 years. And you guys, he's been selling, just like Alice said, the liquid drain cleaner you all know and love, SuperFast. Right. And it's, you know, over millions of bottles sold. But we figured out a way, if you're conscious of your dollars, you get way more value with this crystallized powder, this concentrate. You take an application, you put it into a cup of hot water, and it's all you need to do. SuperFast Max, that's what it's called, is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines. But this isn't a drain opener. It's a drain cleaner. Watch what I do. I'm gonna pour an application down here. Look at this degreasing technology. This is absolutely magnificent. It's amazing the way that it works. SuperFast Max is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. It breaks down the dirt, the grease, the oil, the buildup, the gunk in your drain lines. It turns it all into foam. We call that saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything in the drain into foam. Now that foam breaks down into liquid. You give it 10 minutes, then you run hot water for up to 5 minutes. That drain line comes back squeaky clean every single time you do it.
Yep. Every single time.
Unlike these products here. Have you ever used one of these before?
Of course. I mean, you know, we thought that was our only option. You know, if you're not watching HSN, then you go to the store, you think that's your only option. What I didn't know is a lot of those don't even dissolve hair. I thought they all did.
Right. Consumer products like these are highly corrosive. They made to seem to get the job done a little bit, and that clog might come back, but it's because it builds a lot of heat. There's corrosive materials in here. Products like these may contain acid or ammonia or even animal fats. Now, take a look at this. 90% of the chemicals, they trickle, they ooze, they creep. You see that bubbling and gurgling there? It's getting past the clog, and it ends up down here, down at the bottom here. You see that curve unit? It's designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house, but the chemicals are sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for your drain lines. They're not made to get that hot. Inevitably, they'll crack. I want to give us a minute and see if anything happens. We're going to come right back to that, but come on over to test tube number 3. You at home, count to yourself right now, how long does it take for this proprietary formula to activate? How long does it take for it to go to work and break down last week's food? Last month's food. What was it, 10 seconds or less?
Yeah, I don't even think so.
I couldn't even finish what I was just trying to tell you at home. It started working so fast. That's how it works when you get it home. You just leave it sit for up to 10 minutes. You'll hear the drain lines burping, you'll hear them gurgling, and inevitably you'll hear the suction sound.
Oh,
that's what you want to hear when something goes down.
Yes, it is. But you know, it's true. I live in a condo, and they actually sent out a memo saying, we want to see everybody's drain cleaner. Don't use any drain cleaners unless we approve it. Right. Because some of them do get so hot, it can be dangerous for the pipes. Yes. I took my SuperFast downstairs to my building manager. He read it. I mean, he actually read the back, which is pretty crazy. Crazy, right? And he said, yes, this is absolutely fine to use. That's what's important for you to know. You didn't even know you were doing something bad for your pipes, maybe, just by trying to clear out a drain. This is SuperFast Max. It's why we have sold millions of these, because the product works. It works, it clears that drain.
Yes.
You're gonna get the ability to clean 16 drains, or if you prefer, you may clear 8, and then you may do 16 drain maintenances. All of that with one bottle. And I like it because it's just so easy to store. It's just so small, it's so compact.
It doesn't weigh anything.
And it's simple to mix it. I mean, all you do, just add water.
Yeah, you take that applicator out of there, you put it into a cup of hot water activated,
Done.
and then you pour the application down the drain. Right back to test tube number 2, the chemicals smell so bad, but Alice, I don't think anything's going on, nothing's going down. You can smell it though. One thing they tell you on the back of this bottle, they say don't mix chemicals, you can have a bad reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning method. No acid in here, no ammonia in here, no animal fats in here. So that's why we can go right over top of those standing chemicals and watch this accelerated formula. So you see, SuperFast has an accelerated formula.
Right? How fast it does it.
That's the accelerated formula. That's why it works so fast. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products from the store. You give this one 10 seconds and it's starting to go to work. It's a fast-acting, accelerated proprietary formula. You see what I'm talking about, Alice? You see that right there? That's what you want when you get it home. Turning everything, you don't want heat in your drain lines, okay? Because heat, that's when you'll crack the drain lines. So this one breaks it down without any kind of acid or ammonia or making any kind of heat. You'll love that. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you next how you're going to go about cleaning your pipes. So after you've used the product, you see everything's been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's all been broken down by being saponified. Now you run hot water and you run it for up to 5 minutes, and you'll see everything that was in there, it's going to pass right through the drain line, and it leaves your drain line squeaky clean. So just run that water for up to 5 minutes, and it comes back squeaky clean just like that. Come on over to test tube number 2. I'm going to tell you that one more time. Like I said, everything's been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. Watch this. Okay, run the water for up to 5 minutes. Everything passes right through there, leaving your drain line squeaky clean every time you do it. Innovative cleaning technology, that's our Professor Amos SuperFast.
That's
Max.
right. And again, you know, this is so small, it is so concentrated that this is going to give you 32 applications when it comes to being able to actually, can we show this in front of me, please? Because I want you to see just the magnitude of it. 32 applications that you were looking at right here. 32 applications if you want to just do the maintenance on the drain. But if you want to actually clear up clogs, if you actually have clogs, then it's going to clean those clogs.
Right.
What, a total of
Up to 32 times. Maintenance.
Maintenance, but the clogs.
Oh, you'll 16 clogs. 16 clogs.
Imagine that. And then you look at the price, $29.99. I mean, you're not even at $2 to clear it out. And let me tell you, it'll be worth a whole lot more than $2.
I mean,
if you're standing in standing water and
I mean, come on, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to get somebody to come over.
I called it a plumber.
Yeah, right.
A service call.
Ooh.
A service call to a plumber is $100. Okay.
Well, you've got that minimum. Let's not forget. You know, first they charge you the minimum, and then whatever they got to do.
Yeah.
And do they have to snake it?
Oh yeah. So that's what this. Yeah.
Right.
Now, imagine trying to get a plumber to your house today on a holiday. Okay.
Yeah.
It doubles. It triples. They're cleaning up. They're cleaning. So have this on the ready, because it's not if. It's when. You're definitely gonna have a clog. You got greases, fats, oils, and greases going down your drain line every day. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Fats, oils, and greases build up in the drain line every day. This right here is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. It's the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch. That's what's in there. You gotta eliminate that, because you know why? That's a food source for bugs and critters. They're down there multiplying on your leftovers, your debris, your fats, oils, and greases. They're multiplying. I say that to say this. I've got a big hunk of oil byproduct right here that represents last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food that's hardened and solidified in your drain line. Here goes an application of SuperFast Max. Look at that. SuperFast Max is designed to turn that all into foam. and that's the degreasing technology we all know, love of my dad, Professor Amos. Now, when you have a clog at home, hair is the #1 culprit to every one of the clogs at home. I gotta show you this. So hair builds up in your drain lines. If you take a good look down the inside of the drain lines, it's coated with fats, oils, and greases in there. And imagine this, you wash your hair one time or you wash your pet one time, that hair just goes down into the inside of the drain line, it clings to the walls, and it builds and builds a nest of hair that's completely choking out your drain lines. Nothing can get through. I say that to say this. Let me show you on this hair exactly what I'm talking about. Here's an application of SuperFast Max on top of the hair, and I've got a time-lapse video for you to see. Check this out. Pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, even fur that's building up in the drain line. SuperFast Max is gonna break down the hair too in the foam, saponifying everything. And that's the technology. You're gonna love it right there, exactly how that works.
Absolutely, because most of us, I think, always thought that everything we bought, because it was really expensive, was going to break down hair.
Right.
I mean, for most of us, don't we think that's what's causing the clog? It's usually hair. And we didn't even know all this stuff that we were buying. I don't want to pick this up, but the stuff we were buying, we didn't even know it didn't even work on hair, for heaven's sakes. Yet they don't tell you that. All they do is sell you this stuff. We are offering you an opportunity to get something that really works. This is 16 clogs that you are going to clear up. This is 32
right.
times that you are going to be able to do maintenance on those drains. For $29.99, the value is amazing.
32.
And 5 flex payments available. It couldn't be easier to use. And by the way, this size that I'm holding in my hand is actually a third bigger than what we usually give you. So this is super sized for this price. And you really will love, the way this works is just like the liquid, exactly like the liquid.
Yes.
You just add water, that's all.
Hot water.
It's just easier to be able to store this. It's gonna last even, I'm not sure if it lasts longer, but it's just, look how small that is, right? And we cannot ship the liquid in the summertime. So this is a great solution for you now. Just a couple of minutes left in this presentation. Give us one more really good demo.
Well, this one is good because it doesn't matter how big or how small the job is. SuperFast Max is designed to clean even those bigger drain lines. So these drain lines represent the bigger drain lines, the ones that go from under your house out to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation. I'm gonna do a side-by-side for you. Test tube number 2 is our SuperFast Max. Test tube number 1 is our consumer product from the store, the big yellow jug that you can get at any one of those home stores or depots. Now I'm gonna pour the whole bottle in there. It says pour half the bottle of this, but I'm pouring the whole bottle just to show you what's gonna happen when you get this home. If you take a good look at test tube number 1 where I applied the consumer product, you see these chemicals go down to the bottom here. They go down to the bottom of the pipe and it collects down here. And when it's collecting down there, they're actually building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, that will crack your drain line because it gets that hot. But it expands. When things are hot, it expands. That's why it starts pushing debris back up into the tub. That's why it was coming back up to the top, because it's pushing that matter back up. Now, our SuperFast Max breaks everything down, like you see there, without the heat. Look at that. The pipe's cool, calm, and collective and going to work for you.
Look at the way it's bubbly and everything. I mean, it really is. You see it working. I think it's fascinating, actually.
I love it.
It's a great product. We've sold millions of bottles, millions of applications of this. It works quickly, it works beautifully. It is a great time to invest in your drains because they matter. They're one of the most important parts of your home, and it couldn't be any simpler to use. Now, one of your newest products is your foaming drain cleaner.
Love the foaming. You love the foaming.
I do.
You at home love the foaming too. This is our foaming drain maintainer, and it's so good because of the dynamic way that it works. Our foaming drain maintainer, it's a natural product, okay? It doesn't have